Anthony, what's an open heart wound to you? What's an open heart wound represent to you? What's the meaning of an open heart wound to you?
The difference between an open heart wound and actually the wound of a heart versus a physical wound. The wound of a heart um, is something that happens inside of you. A physical wound is something that happens to your body. It starts from the outside going in. Now, a heart wound is something that is like, for instance, for me, the heart wound was the death of my son. Um, that hit so far inside of me, it touched my soul. It was a different type of pain. I've more than I've ever experienced before. I had lost my father. I had lost my brother. And each one of those particular deaths, even uncles and grandfathers, didn't hit the way that it hit me when my son passed. Because it felt like that was an immediate piece of me. That's the difference in that heart wound there. I've never been shot or stabbed, or fortunately, you know, that's never happened to me. However, I've had operations. I've broken a bone, and those pains are physical pains. And yeah, sometimes they hurt so bad you could be like, yeah, it feels like that hits your soul, but it's not the same as when you hear that a loved one has passed, somebody that you truly have embedded, somebody that you have taught, somebody that you have eaten with, somebody that you have watched grow from a baby to a grown person. It hits different, way different. You had so many years of, you know, getting to know that individual in and out. I was blessed though, because I was blessed in a way that God allowed him to live with me 1 year before he actually passed. Um, and that whole entire year gave me the opportunity to know my son on so many more different levels. So that was the blessing in that. At that time, I didn't realize that I was getting ready to be honed, that there were steps to where I was going. And each one of those steps is almost like the toes I had to count. You know what I'm saying? There was 10 versions of that. And so, I had to actually get to understand what was going on. And so this is only the first part of this. If you really want to know what a hurt wound and the difference between the hurt and the heart and the physical, man, you got to tune in because we about to give you that work.
So, an open heart wound, it's like a callus on the heart. It dries, cracks, breaks, and dies if you don't heal it. Have a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. This is 10 Toes Down. It's the movement.
The movement.
Get it.